From a life that began in the bleak walls of an orphanage to a journey filled with unresolved crises, Aunt Betty's story is a testament to the human spirit's resilience. Aunt Betty was born in the Roaring '20s, a time of prosperity and progress for many. But for Betty, born an orphan, these luxuries were as distant as the moon. Her earliest years were spent within the austere walls of St. Mary's Orphanage, a place more akin to a prison than a home. The harsh conditions and lack of nurturing shaped her formative years, stunting her psychosocial development and leaving indelible scars. As she stepped into her teenage years during the throes of World War II, Aunt Betty had to grapple with the harsh realities of a world at war. The war didn't just bring physical destruction, it brought with it an emotional turmoil that further complicated Betty's already tumultuous life. The scarcity, the fear, the constant state of alert, these were her everyday realities, adding layers of crisis to her existence. In her 20s, Aunt Betty yearned for a sense of belonging, a longing that led her to a series of ill-fated relationships. Each one a crisis in its own right, left her more disillusioned than before. Yet she soldiered on, her spirit unbowed. Her 30s and 40s saw her grappling with financial instability. The post-war economy, coupled with her limited education and skills, meant she was often underemployed and struggling to make ends meet. The constant worry about her financial future became another unresolved crisis, a thorn in her side that never quite went away. As she entered her twilight years, Aunt Betty faced the crisis of loneliness. The world moved ahead, leaving her feeling increasingly disconnected and isolated. The lack of a supportive social network further exacerbated her feelings of alienation. Now in her late 80s, Aunt Betty is a living testament to a life shaped by unresolved crises. From her traumatic childhood to her tumultuous relationships, financial struggles, and the crushing loneliness of her later years, Aunt Betty's life has been a series of battles. But despite it all, she stands tall, her spirit unbroken. Aunt Betty's life reminds us of the resilience of the human spirit. Her unresolved crises, though painful and challenging, have not defeated her. Instead, they have forged her into a woman of strength and perseverance. Her story is not one of despair, but of resilience, a testament to the power of the human spirit to endure, to survive, and to keep moving forward, no matter the odds.